So it's an espionage at an opera house. Your main character is a marine biologist, and you got to have a
Okay.
stampede.
Okay, so I can start off a little bit of this. So in order to
Okay.
save something from the stampede, the marine biologist floods the orchestra pit. And that's where her beluga whale goes, right? I don't know how to do espionage for that though. So you guys, that's yours. That's my gift to you.
The
So
opera house has the whales in the opera house to sing because whales sing. We all know that.
Oh, there you go.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah,
And
of
the marine
course.
biologist there to take care of the whales because you got to have marine biologists. You got singing whales, but he's actually a spy, so he causes a whale stampede to kill like the visiting dignitary in the
So the
opera
main
house.
the main
Stampede
character
whale.
is
The marine biologist, but he's also a spy.
Yeah.
also a spy.
Assassination by whale pod.
Mhm.
That's my
That's
Stampede whale.
thought.
a that's a whale of a kill right there.
oh,
Yes.
but
That's
That's
Stick
quite a
that in your
set piece.
blowhole.
Just imagine these huge tanks inside, some kind of giant opera. I can't help but not think about the Sydney Opera House. I
yeah.
don't know about the logistics of
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Maybe they
yeah,
take the roof
yeah,
off,
yeah,
and you've got. Imagine the beautiful
yeah.
lights. Imagine that scene, of these whales floating around these giant tanks and the lights, and the music, the orchestra pit. Yeah, that's an
Why don't
amazing
we do
visual.
this? Why aren't we doing this right now in the real world? I want to know now.
I mean,
Everyone
have you
loves
seen
whale
Free
song,
Willy?
right? It's a whole thing.
Have you seen
I
Free
Oh, the
don't
whale
Willy?
think I
song is a
have.
great idea.
Yeah, and yeah, whale song. So marine biologist being so that's a great in for the espionage, right? Because having a marine biologist on staff, I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Someone's got to be
Mm-hmm.
there to make sure that the
If you got
you know, the,
whales,
the
Yeah.
the pH levels of the water and the tank, and just making sure that
yeah.
everything's in order. That fits,
Well, someone's got to cue the whales
You
to
gotta
start singing.
you gotta throw
Yep.
some otters in there and some just for
Some
food, just
fish,
to.
some fish.
So I found out the other
It's
day that whales, they they do use some type of a vocal cord type of mechanism to sing, but they're not exhaling. They're moving air from one part of their body to another and back and forth.
wow, I didn't know
Hmm.
Makes
that.
sense.
And
Well,
they're,
they
they're
can't
way
be
underwater
exhaling
when
all
they're
the time,
singing.
or they, yeah. Right,
Yeah,
right, right. They wouldn't last long if they were exhaling the whole time. They would
right.
have to surface. That makes sense. I didn't know
Serenade
that.
of the Deep.
Oh, I like that.
Serenade of the Deep.
Yeah.
I love that.
Serenade of the
Let's
deep.
let's so and
Oh,
who is our protagonist trying to assassinate in this moment? Is it because is it that the tank is interfered with and the whales literally basically splash out killing some dignitary or
Stampede.
corporate
They got a stampede.
sta-
Stampede.
It's the owner of the opera house because he wants to sell the opera house and sell the whales for fish food.
so it's real estate espionage.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so now we're
they're
going corporate.
sabotaging
Okay,
the opera
corporate.
house.
Yep, it's corporate.
So they can
Right.
build
So
like condos on the waterfront, right? Tear down the
Private
Sydney
equity
Opera
is
House and put
involved
in
somehow.
waterfront condos.
and what are the stakes for the marine biologist doing the espionage? Because there's going to be collateral damage, right? So like surely in the stampede or the stampede of whales, the people who are watching the performance, like I'm imagining, like I would want a ticket to this show, so I'd be in that audience. So people are going to die.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, what's the
Well,
someone just frame up the moral framework of our protagonist here? Why, how is this for their greater good?
Well,
well,
Japan's birth rate's really going down, and certain whales have an aphrodisiac as part of
Oh
their
my
body.
God.
There's a waxy substance. I'm Google is telling me,
oh,
but
waxy substance.
we'll have to switch it from beluga to sperm whale for that to work.
Oh no,
Oh
no, no,
God.
Done. I'm just
I
rubbing
just
it out on the
every
whiteboard over here. Yep. Sperm
no, no, no
whales.
rubbing it out
you're
when they're
rubbing
talking
it
about
out.
sperm whales.
Wait, Joe's drawing a hard
Uh,
line.
Unless you're a seaman for the Navy, there's none of that here.
Oh god, oh, no. Oh, we just jumped the shark.
let's see what happens
No,
when you
we
ask
just
for a
jumped the
bonus
sperm
round.
whale. That's what we jumped.
Yeah.
And have you
So
seen
Nate,
how large they are? Those fuckers are huge.
I feel like we haven't got
Yeah.
all of Nathan's through line here. So this declining, rates of birth rates in Japan bring us into. So our protagonist is of Japanese heritage and
Yeah.
is trying to essentially
He's
save the Japanese world in their own
from this
way.
from this Ambergris is what it's called. Apparently, it's from the sperm whale. I'm just googling it now. Sorry, but yeah, he's got to bring that home. So to his countrymen.
So he wants them dead, and the opera house owner is going to cash out because then they close the opera house after this tragedy, and turn it into condos or something, whatever. And then meanwhile he'll get the ambergris from the whales and save the Japanese people. It feels like a win-win for everyone but the whales and the
Whales.
visiting dignitaries.
Well, we see what happens is in the last second, a bunch of light actually envelops the whales, and they get transported aboard the Starship Enterprise, and they're
Star
taken to the
Trek.
future so they can repopulate the whale population in the future. Congratulations!
That's Star Trek 2,
4.
right? Is it
Star Trek 4, I
was it
think.
So-
2?
That's the one with
Four.
the transparent aluminum, which I used
Four.
extensively in my book. Thank you, Scotty.
Congratulations, we
That's
just
good
wrote Star
stuff.
Trek 4.
There you go.
A light, yeah, it's good.
And what was that title, Nick?
No, I think it was no
Is it
Serenade of the Deep.
Serenade?
Yeah. Serenade of the Deep, yeah.
Serenade of the
I like
Deep.
that. That's really good.
Well done,
And
guys.
there's layers, like there's so many layers. Like I want to know about like, the real estate espionage. Like what's the play there? Who's the big bad behind that? I want to know about the protagonist's family. Like what's going, the love of country, that's sort of driving that. And then of course there's the plight of the whales. There's just so much to sink the teeth. Readers, tell us.
Oh, I think we need a whale
Right.
POV has to be in there, right?
Agreed.
You can't
Agreed.
just
I hope somebody's
one of the
writing
whales
this
to be
down.
like,
Hi, I'm a sperm whale and I'm swimming.
Oh no!
I
I'm
have
dead.
giant whales in one of my books, but they do not have speaking parts. So
You
maybe
need
I
to
missed
fix
the gun
that.
on that.
Fix that.
Time to
Fix
get on
I
that.
guess.
That's a sequel.
Maybe in the
my
sequel.
friend.
In the sequel, they have vocal cords.
Gotta go revisit that.